recognition. Anybody want to roll with that?
Yeah, I'll go real quick. Oh, my video's not on, but I have to hop off, but I just want to hop on here because my new coach Camille is on. She just signed up yesterday and she's already diving into the call. So I'm really, really proud of her and just wanted to welcome her to the team.
Hello. Anybody else?
I'll go really quick. I have 2 Caitlin shout outs. So Caitlin Lowe is a new coach of mine. She's at Success Club 4, should be hitting Emerald tomorrow. And she has a couple people for her first month of Success Club as well. So awesome job, Caitlin. And then Caitlin Quick also. Caitlin Quick has had like the best mindset of anyone that I can honestly, like that I've worked with in a long time. She has not signed anyone up yet, and it is not for lack of work. She shows up every day on our 6 a.m. call. She is sending invites. She is showing up on social media. She is like building the mindset, building the foundation. And every time her and I talk, she's just like, no, I'm good. Like, I know that I'm like building strong. And that, like, honestly, more than any accolades I could give, that makes me so proud. So Caitlin, you're awesome. Keep it up. That momentum and that, you know, that trust is going to be built and you're going to be like on the leaderboards any day. So awesome job.
Totally. Building trust with that consistency.
I wanted to shout out Allie Workman. She just already knows. This girl is like 2 emeralds away from Diamond in 30 days. And y'all, she's just been a discount coach for almost 3 years and just said at Summit, I'm ready to go. So she'll tell you it's consistency, and she's going to be on our coach panel next week. But I'm just super proud of you. Thank you for keeping the fire in our team. And Jessica Adams is on here. I know she's been teaching virtual this week, but she did a dance video that was so outside her comfort zone today or yesterday. I can't remember which day, but it was fabulous. And I'm super proud of you. And there was someone else. Oh, I'm shouting out Noelle's new coach, Sam. If she's on here watching the recording, welcome to the team. It's September and football's back. So I'm just going to say it. Go Hokies and go Birds. Yep. I did it.
Just kidding. Boo. No, just kidding.
I've got one real quick. I want to shout out Danielle and my team for showing up on a Sunday of a holiday weekend for a bonus team call. Danielle, thank you so much for all your words of wisdom, and congrats Confidence Collab for showing up even when it's inconvenient.
I'm going to shout out Autumn. She hit Success Club last month. So Success starter month 1. She's on the Success Club board this month already. So she is just like powering through. I just love her energy and her, like, the way, I think Maggie, you kind of said it, like, just hang in there, because it definitely wasn't like easy when, like, right out of the gate for her. And she just kept pushing and she kept going and she kept staying consistent, because you guys are building trust. So don't take your foot off the gas. People will see you, they will see your consistency and that determination. And honestly, when you believe with that, like, you know, nothing's going to stop me mindset, people start to get on board when your train is going and it ain't stopping. Anybody else? I want to shout out all the teachers and the moms and the people that I'm seeing on my social media losing their freaking minds. And I really want to shout out Taylor, because she went back this week, and Taylor started her business last year, like in the summer. So she was a brand new coach last summer before she went back to school. And then she went from, like, you know, having her summers off, working her business, to going back to school. And I remember that being like really rocky for her, and like her trying to like grow through how to like make that transition. And I've just like seen her this year, like, I can just see her growth as a person. And I feel like that's like the best thing to see in somebody, and what happens to us in this business from personal development and like the growth that can happen. Like, I'm just seeing her show up, getting her workout in, showing up on social media, and continuing to be a bright light for people, even though it's like stressful as crap being a teacher right now. So I just want to shout her out for that growth, because I literally see it, girl. I see it in your eyeballs, in your posts. So keep going. And I'm just really proud of you for how far you've come in the last year. Anybody else? Love ya. Love everybody. Anybody? All right, let's dive into some quick announcements. I feel like my main announcement is 30-day breakaway. So like, that's the whole call. Does anybody else though have like any other announcements that they wanted to like kind of share. I feel like you guys, we had the call last week, the calendar's at the top of the page. I don't have a lot, but I did want to suggest something, because we've started these new Success Club pushes, the thread, doing those tactics, getting to Success Club, like getting consistent. I know that we just had a Diamond Dash with like Keith Callahan, and a lot of people were in that and took a lot away from that. And we've done Diamond Dashes, and one of the awesome things that stood out in those Diamond Dashes from what I heard was not only the incredible content, but the GIF group chat. So basically we had a group chat where you dropped a GIF in the group chat every single day if you moved your business forward in some way. If you did a vital behavior where you invited, you connected, you posted on social media. So I was just thinking yesterday, I was like, you know what? We don't have to have a Diamond Dash to have a GIF group chat team-wide. I will put a thread in the page after this call. If you guys did that with the Diamond Dash, throw in the comments really quick how I know it shifted so many of my coaches in their consistency levels. This wouldn't just be like a my team and then Maggie's team and then Natalie's team kind of thing. This would be like, we would all go into one giant group chat on Facebook, and you just drop a GIF in there when you move your business forward. That's it. I didn't even know about that for the Diamond Dash, Jess. Oh my gosh, it's funny. It was in your email. You might have been added in there, and it was in your message request or something. If you guys want to do something like that, Ailika, you were in there. I'm almost positive. But if you guys want to do something like that, just for that consistency, that community, that accountability, I feel like it makes such a difference when my notifications are popping off and I see you guys doing the things, and it just helps. So I would love to put that together for you guys, and it would be everybody in there. You throw a GIF in there when you do your vital behaviors and you move your business forward. No hashtag, no one left behind, hashtag, we won't quit. What's all of our hashtags? Hashtag, we will win. So I'll put that in the page after this if you guys want to put together a giant team group chat and just get SHIT done. I see Natalie.
Mac.
Yeah.
Oh, quick announcement. So today it went live that in any Beachbody On Demand challenge packs, it's going to include 2B Mindset, Ultimate Portion Fix, and the containers. So that went live today. I couldn't find that date for some reason. It was today. There was an announcement. And yeah, so any challenge pack, any BOD challenge pack that you send now is going to have those things included. And that's huge. So making sure that you're not only picking a fitness program with someone, but you're also choosing a nutrition track every time you sign someone up new, because getting them started on a nutrition, an actual plan, is going to be huge for them. So just knowing that. Yep. BOD challenge packs.
Maggie, maybe you can answer this, or somebody else can, only because somebody reached out to me about this today. And the difference between signing up with just 2B Mindset or the Ultimate Portion Fix challenge pack alone versus getting it with your basic challenge pack. Aside from getting all the equipment with 2B Mindset or all the equipment that comes with Ultimate Portion Fix, is there a way to decipher between the two of those? Why pick one versus why go with Ultimate Portion Fix over just the basic challenge pack if you're getting both of them?
Does Ultimate Portion Fix BOD pack? Yeah, Ultimate Portion Fix doesn't have BOD.
Okay, I don't think 2B Mindset does either. Okay, I just want to make sure there wasn't anything other than that I was missing.
Yeah, and I don't think you get as much, you don't get all the materials. So the actual Ultimate Portion Fix challenge pack came with a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you did too.
But all the stuff that it comes with really is in the program materials folder. Yeah. So they'll have all of it virtually. I think it just depends on if they want workouts or if they don't. I think that would be my only distinction.
Nat, did you want to add something?
Yeah, I just want to add one more announcement is that for me, pushing for big goals, the only way that I've ever achieved anything in this business is by knowing qualification dates. And I just wanted to remind you guys, we're coming up on fourth quarter. Fourth quarter officially starts on October 7th. So pretty much a month from now. And then the last week you can start qualifying for whatever rank you're going to be at the end of the year. You'd have to start qualifying by November 25th. So if you guys are pushing as a team to be an elite team or a premier team, or if you're pushing to go to new leader conference, that 11/25 date is huge for you. This fourth quarter is the final shot for you guys to get to the ranks that you want to be, the advancements for team and personal that you want to be, so that you can get to new leader. You guys can be celebrated as your elite and premier team. So if you're somebody needing to go diamond, if you're somebody needing to go star diamond, 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, whatever it is, that 11/25 is the final day you can start that qualification. So
Yes. Guys, we can pop diamonds for October 7th. Don't even wait till October 7th to start. Get your, like, literally you can hit diamond in the next 30 days. If you just focus on it and do the work, it literally can happen. It's happened many times for many people. So just keep that in mind. Don't wait till the fourth quarter starts. Be there at the start of the fourth quarter. But thanks, Nat. That's a really, really, really important reminder. I feel like we all need to just plan to be on like a Zoom together on Thanksgiving, celebrating going into all these awesome calls and people popping diamond and star diamond and elite and premier and all the things. Is that Thanksgiving? Yeah, that's Thanksgiving. Whew. All right. So let's dive into 30-day breakaway. I have a couple just quick facts for you guys really quick, and then we're going to get into the girls. But I just want to let you guys know the FAQ for 30-day breakaway is 8107. So just go ahead and write that down. You can go into the FAQ for Beachbody and see everything that I'm about to tell you right now. Couple important dates to write down. October 5th through the 18th, coach exclusive window, customer launch and VIP early access October 19th. So for anybody who's brand new, basically what that means is like your 160 bod and Shakeology challenge pack doesn't really change. But now it adds 30-day breakaway with a VIP access to it. And then 30-day breakaway and bod basically will go on sale for $160. So that's kind of like what that VIP looks like. The coach window can be for you. It could be for your current discount coaches. It could be for new enrollments signing up as a discount coach. So while we're talking rank, one of the ways that I have built my ranks before is during these launches, because I've incentivized that discount coach option. I've incentivized that option where they can get the VIP access and get signed up as a discount coach to do that even before anybody else can. Because that first window that I just said, the October 5th through the 18th, that's for just coaches. But that could literally be for Sally that you've been inviting for the last couple months that loves to run and wants to get a new challenge pack. She can sign up as a new person as a discount coach. Is that clear for everybody? So that's a great way to incentivize and get to diamond, get to emerald, help your coaches get to emerald, help your teams advance. Exclusive window. All right. Then it's just available to everybody, VIP still, on October 19th. So now customers can order challenge packs. Your current customers, if they didn't want to upgrade to a discount coach, they can get access. They can do the challenge pack. They can do, the digital unlock. And then it'll just like go on to bod on April 19th, 2021. So we'll have to wait a while, but that's why I have the VIP access. It's just obvious. It's a 30-day program, hence 30-day breakaway. There are 6 workouts per week. It's about a 20 to 45 minute workout length. You need just your typical dumbbells, resistance loops, a foam roller. I love that they put that because that's telling me that we're going to be sore. Like they literally have foam roller and equipment on here. And then a good pair of running shoes. And I feel like I feel like they're going to tell us all about these other things. So I'm really excited. But a little just like quick background on Dallas. I just think it's so incredible the way that we've highlighted her. And I didn't even realize how incredible she is. But she's kind of amazing. So who is Dallas? She is a NASM certified personal trainer and creator of the Spanish language program Mes de Mas. She's been a lifelong athlete since her days in Puerto Rico, where her love of running took her to the top of her sport. She ranked nationally as a track and field star for 10 years. Now a 30-day breakaway at Dallas is going back to her running roots to show you what's possible when you let your body do what it was born to do. She's running some of the most beautiful landscapes to inspire you to do the same, to go out for a run, break away from all this noise, and get naturally transformative results in just 30 days. So just a little background on her. She's kind of a big deal. And I feel like in the summit workouts that we had that week, her workout during the super workout, she put out some moves that were like pretty hard. I've seen her in some live super trainer workouts on Instagram. Like, she is no joke. And I feel like their results speak for themselves. And then one more thing I want to make sure everybody knows before we hand it over to our beautiful success starter and test group participants, they earned this spot, you guys. So they were success starters, which means they hit Success Club any 3 out of the first 6 months that they were enrolled as a coach. So the moment you sign up as a coach, that's when that starts. Some of you might be like, well, I was signed up for a year, but I started working my business and then I didn't hit Success Starter in those first 6 months. It's because it starts at your enrollment date. But they extended it because sometimes people will sign us up as a coach. Maybe they don't start working their business for, the first 2 to 3 to whatever months. So you have any 3 out of the first 6 that you enroll as a coach to hit Success Club. But my advice, just start from month 1. Don't miss a month. Like, if you hit your 3 months, they'll be like, okay, I got my 3. I'm a success starter. I'm good. You know how important Success Club is. It is what is going to continue to build your business by continuing to bring new people into your business every month. That's every business's goal. That's not some new thing in business. If you think about any company out there, anybody in sales or anything of any nature, everyone is always wanting new clients, new enrollments, because that is building their business. That's why you always want to be pushing for Success Club, because it's also going to be you're building your business, but that's how we help people. We change lives through Success Club. So Jess, do you want to add anything to that? Because she wanted to make sure, and I was like, thank you for reminding me to really explain that. But do you want to add anything really quick on like just the technicalities of that?
Yeah, so real quick, I guess, and this is general for Success Club, there's 2 components to hitting Success Club. There's the points, and then there's your own personal HD order of 90 volume. So you can see that in your coach office. You can see that in the FAQ. I'm not going to go into all the details, but you do need to know that there's both aspects, because if you decided to maybe order extra Shakeology because of pumpkin spice this month and you pushed your Shakeology back to October, you might not have your PV requirement for Success Club this month. So make sure you check that, talk to your coach, but just be aware there's both are components to hitting Success Club.
And if you guys want to check that, go to your coach office in that dashboard. There's a Success Club dashboard. That's what she's talking about. So basically, we tell you get Shakeology or get Performance Line and never cancel it because of that reason. And they have that stipulation there because you get rewarded so many things for Success Club that they want to make sure you're utilizing the programs and products on that HD order. So if you go into that dashboard, it'll show you the 90 PV HD and it'll say yes. If you have that, it'll show you your points. One other thing I want to remind you, our coach offices don't immediately update. So I've had people before be like, it's not showing up. Oh my gosh. I'm like, give it a day. Wake up tomorrow and I promise it'll be there. Yeah, Alika, you're a boss. She got her hubby a Success Starter position. So it's all there for you to see, but thank you, Jess, for reminding, because that would really suck if you guys did the work and you didn't have the 90 PV HD there. All right. So I basically told the girls that I just want them to share their experience with this program, because I feel like we're going to be able to get like the facts and figures, right? We're going to be able to Google this and watch the trainings that Beachbody is going to give us, where they tell us the program breakdown, they tell us the packages, they tell us the prices, but there's nothing like learning about someone's experience and hearing the emotion behind what they went through, because that's how we're going to be connected to the program before we do it. And then that's how we're going to help people be connected to the program as we're sharing it. So I'm going to go ahead and, Catherine, we're going to let you go first, sister. Please just start telling us like how it felt first and foremost. Like, definitely touch on like Success Starter. That's a newer thing for a newer coach. So this was like kind of a big deal. And then just talk about your, experience with the program.
So I actually hit Success Starter on the last day of my 6th month. I signed up in January and didn't really get much done January, February, March. And then I hit it April, May, and it was the last day of June that I actually had a lead that I had gotten decided they wanted to sign up with a challenge pack after I had talked to them for a little bit. So another Emerald perk, those free leads can really turn into something. Usually they don't respond, but I have had a couple that I've talked to. So it was something I was really pushing for because I knew how big of an opportunity it was to be in a test group. So I was just like, I have to hit Success Starter. I just had to do it. So I hit it on that last day. And I was so excited to be in a test group no matter what it was. I didn't know what program it was going to be, when it was going to happen. It actually came up sooner than I thought. I was like, oh, it'll be in a couple months. But it happened this past month. And when I found out it was 30-day Breakaway, I wasn't the most excited. I am not like a runner, so I wasn't like, oh yeah, running's my favorite thing. Like this will be great. But I was just excited to get to be in any test group. So I have run a few 5Ks before, random points in my life, but I never actually trained for one. It was always just like, oh, my family signed up for one. Like we'll jog a little, we'll walk. Like it was just more of like a fundraiser kind of thing. So this was the first time that I actually ran consistently for a month and actually trained for something. So it was definitely out of my comfort zone, but that was probably the best part of it, was that it really pushed me to do something new and really helped me become mentally stronger and physically stronger this past month. And it was honestly so much fun. The strength training workouts, so we were only allowed to show like 15 seconds of one move every day during the test group. And every workout there would be like 6 new moves that I was like, I just want to show like everyone all the cool new moves. So those were really fun. And then the runs, I was hesitant at first because you weren't just gonna like put in music and go running. You have Idalis talking to you, and there's like instrumental music in the background. But it really just gives you time to like be in your own head and like think yourself through it. And she's giving you form tips and like encouragement along the way too, which was really helpful. And honestly, the running was really great cardio, even though they would be like around 20 minutes most of the days, and I would walk like half the time. There would be like, you would run fast and then you would jog or you would walk, and she would tell you like how fast to be going. And in the beginning, I walked so many of the recoveries. I wasn't even jogging, but my heart rate was still getting even higher, honestly, than it did sometimes in like the indoor cardio that I would be doing. So definitely a really good physical challenge, a really good mental challenge, just because it was so new and really pushing me. Half the time my body would be like, okay, like we're done, but Idalis would keep reminding you like that you're stronger than you think and you actually can do it. And it was really just, I was proud of myself at the end of the month. During the 5K, that's the last workout, you go out and run a 5K, and during that one, there's no audio or anything. She tells you to just like go out, be by yourself, and just run. Ended up getting a really bad cramp in the middle of it. So I wanted to run it in 30 minutes and it ended up being like 31 or something. But in October now I have a new goal for when I run it then. But I was just really proud of myself for not giving up. Being in a test group really helped with my accountability nutrition wise too, because I was like, this is just such a big opportunity. Like I have to show people what's possible. So it was the most that I had ever stuck to Ultimate Portion Fix before. And I think that was what really helped with my results, was dialing in on my nutrition. So pairing those two together was really, really good. And yeah, just the mindset shift that I can do hard things. Yeah, I'll stop there for now.
I want to ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
I'm curious, like, did you just sign up and you didn't want to work the business the first 3 months, or what shifted you into like starting to work the business month 3 and then wanting to go for Success Starter? Or did you just sign up and then you decided to work later?
I did sign up wanting to work the business, but I feel like my first 3 months were more building connections and just like putting myself out there on social media and kind of showing people what I'm doing and starting to have those conversations. So then after those 3 months, that was when the conversations really started rolling and it turned into people wanting to join me.
That's amazing. Because I feel like sometimes, yeah, if you don't see that immediate return, it can feel discouraging. But look at you. I mean, you were consistent for those first 3 months, and then it's like the compound effect really starts to work in your favor. Now you're in a test group and you're doing hard things and run 5Ks in 31 minutes, which is incredibly impressive. Can you tell us, like, how's the structure? Like, do you lift and then run? Do you run and then lift? I'll just ask you that question really quick, and then we'll hop over to Amanda.
So it's designed to do the workout first, the lifting, and then go for a run. But she would always say that it's flexible if your schedule needs it to be. If you know you can't go out and run in the morning, you can get your workout done first and then go running later. You can reverse that too, but it's just recommended, if possible, to do both back to back.
Yeah.
Then also your body is really warmed up, and the cool down of the workout is kind of like the warm up for the run.
Okay.
But if you do the run by itself, there is like a 7-minute warm up that you're supposed to do before, and then there's a cool down video after. And with our test group, we were all following the same calendar, but there will be different versions of the calendar when the program comes out for like a more beginner version and advanced. And then there's even a time crunch calendar where if you know, like, I'm never going to be able to do 40 minutes in a day, I can't run and do the lifting, then you just do like one workout per day.
Oh, that's cool. So like some days you could just run, some days you could just lift.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there'll be different options for the calendars.
That's awesome. What kind of running shoes did you have?
So I just had like normal random tennis shoes that I already have, and I feel like I want to buy some new shoes before October.
Yeah.
Because, like, my heel kind of started hurting halfway through, and I was like icing it. And I think they're just like a year old, like kind of worn down, not really specific for running shoes. So I think that I'm gonna invest in some new shoes.
So it kind of turned you into a runner, eh?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, awesome. All right, we'll probably circle back, but Amanda, go ahead, and thank you so much, Catherine. I loved hearing that you were like, but now you're like, I loved it, because I feel like I've kind of felt that way a little bit when this program got announced. I also felt that way about bar, and I'm now on like my gajillionth round. So you just never know, and always trust Carl, because I just really believe, like, I never would have thought we'd come out with a running program. We're an at-home fitness program, and here we are. Okay, Amanda, take it away, sister.
Hey guys. All right. So when I found out I was going to be in this test group, I was so excited, had no idea what it was going to be. And then I think I found out like the day before going to see Maggie that I was going to be running. And I think I sent her a screenshot, and I was like, I don't know if I can tell you this, but running, and I hate running. I don't like to run. I ran the women's 4-miler with my friend like a couple years ago with zero training. And I remember feeling like I've never felt my body be sore like that after just like running 4 miles completely unprepared for it. And so that's like really all I could think about. But I did say this, I was positive about it, even though I was pissed, I was positive. I was like, I'm excited because I'm going to challenge myself in a way that I know that I would never do without this group, I would never say I'm going to pick up running. So I did go into it with a positive attitude, and then, where to start from here? So I remember making like, a Instagram of my first run, because like the week before you could do these like, test runs, and she would kind of lay out how it's going to be. And it was all interval work, which totally changed my mind to running, because usually, you're like, okay, I'm going to run a 5K, and I'm just going to run like 3.2 miles at the same pace the entire time. And so like the only way to get good at doing that is to just go outside, and like on day 1, I'll run a mile, the same pace, the exact same time. And then on week 2, I'll run 2 miles. And that's the only way I ever thought of running before. And she would give us like these 20-minute interval workouts. And I would be like, wait, it's over already? Like, they were hard and they were out of breath. Like, I was out of breath and do everything that she was asking perfectly. But I still was like, man, like that 20-minute run just flew by. This isn't terrible. And I actually did get shoes for this program. Some people were like, go get fitted. And I was like, man, I'm not doing all that. But I did buy a pair of running shoes. Like, Asics, I think. I don't know how to say it. But like halfway through this thing, when I was just starting to like running, yeah, okay, so I love them too. I put them on. It's like, these are so great. They're so comfy. And then I ended up hurting my ankle in one of the runs. And I was totally trying to just like ignore it, act like it wasn't happening. And the next day we had a rest day. So I knew I had like 2 days. I was like, okay, I'm going to run. I can't be hurt. Like, this is impossible. So then I went out 2 days later and I tried to run with bad form and ended up hurting both of my ankles. And that, like, this was like a turning point for me in this program because I was so pissed about this. I was like, why is this happening? Like, my ankle's hurt. I can hardly walk. There's no way that I can run right now. I was doing good with my nutrition until that point, and then I was like sulking and just mad. And I was like, there's no way that I'm even gonna like get any type of results with this program because the weighted workouts aren't enough. Like, why would I be chosen for a running program when now even run? I was totally just like not enjoying it for a second. And then so I took like a whole week off of running, maybe even a week and a half. And I kept up with the weighted workouts. I kept showing up on social media. Let's share this with people. And so we got to the last week. I could finally run again. Everyone was like, I think it's your shoes that are hurting your feet. And I was way too stubborn to listen to them. But when I went to run my 5K, I was like, well, it's the last day. So let me just, for giggles, put on a different pair of shoes. And I ended up putting on my old pair of shoes that are like from the Nike outlet 2 years ago, like nothing like crazy. And my ankles and my heels felt amazing the entire run. And so I'm convinced that it was my shoes. And so I'm telling you all of that to, like, if someone suggests that, don't be so stubborn, because running will hurt your body maybe in ways that like you don't ever think of getting a heel injury or, like that's not your normal thing, but it probably is your shoes. And just listen to people. Don't be so stubborn like I was. So yeah, my only goal for the 5K, like I walked some of it. My goal was just to like finish feeling strong. Like I wanted it to be good. And I knew that I wanted to wake up the day after and not feel the way I felt after the women's 4 miler. And so, like Catherine said, you don't have her in your ear. Like, this run is all you. And she gears you up for that the entire time. Like, it's truly your breakaway moment to like prove it to yourself, what your body can do. And I finished in 40 minutes. I finished feeling so good though. And the next day I was like, man, I'm sad that it's over. I feel like I just started to get to a place where I enjoyed it and then it was over. And a lot of people actually had like some type of ankle or soreness, like people would get shin splints or people would hurt their ankle. Like this was kind of a common thing. And you actually get to talk with her one-on-one about what you're going through. And so she was like, if you haven't run in a long time, this is a 30-day program. This is 30-day breakaway, but really you could make this a 60 or a 90 program because it's going to take a little adjusting to get used to what your body is doing. So it was mind over matter the entire time. It totally changed my thinking on running. The intervals is a game changer. And what I'm excited about is since I've done this program, I have seen so many more people on my Instagram go outside for a run. And that sticks in my brain now in a way that before, like, we have a whole new area of people that we can relate to now. Because if somebody is stuck in the gym and they love the gym and they love lifting heavy, then like finding how they're going to benefit from our workouts, it's kind of hard for me to like pull them away from that. But now if we know someone who enjoys going outside for a run, like we have such a great thing to plug them into. And the way that it's designed is like it can be great for someone who hates to run, who's getting good. But also if you're someone who already goes out and runs 5Ks or runs halves or anything, these 20-minute intervals are just going to make you better. You know, like she was doing them the entire time, and she would say, you know, if this is a part of your longer run, plug this in, go for your run afterwards. But if you really give it everything I'm asking you for in these 20 minutes, it's hard to want to do more. But you get your confidence, you know, in other ways that you might not think of. So, all right. Got any questions for me? I feel like I'm rambling a little.
No, I want to touch on, I'm glad that you both, like you guys are telling us that there's like that interval, because I'm the same way. Like I was on a cross country team my 8th grade year. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll give it a try. I wanted to quit after the first day. And my mom's like, you're absolutely not quitting. Stick it out. Sorry. And it was the worst because you just run. Like I was bored. I'm like, this freaking sucks. My body hurts. This sucks. This sucks. This sucks. But I like that it's like short period, changing it up, like intervals. That's really interesting. I love that. I didn't know that that was going to be what the running section was like. I also feel like too, Amanda, where you said this is something that you could work up with, and Catherine, guys, like if people are needing more time to break this in, they can do a weight workout the next day, do a running workout, weight workout. Like I feel like you could do it like that too, to like not put so much stress on your body by doing weights and running. Okay, Jess Gill asked, heard there's a treadmill and outdoor running options for the videos. Obviously not everyone has a treadmill, so what about rainy days? Does she say run and dance in the rain?
That's a great question. So there's a workout, it's called rainy day cardio. And it's intense, and she doesn't want you to do it all the time. Like obviously she wants you to run, but Catherine, what do you say? Like once a week, she would incorporate rainy day cardio into the calendar for us.
Yeah, I think we ended up doing it 2 or 3 times in our calendar, but you can sub it in whenever, and especially like when it starts to get cold, if it's like too cold to run.
Sounds fun.
And I did think of something to add about the foam roller you mentioned earlier. They actually incorporate that into the calendar. There are some days where like your first workout is the strength training, and then your second workout is this 30-minute stretching and foam rolling video. So it's not just like, oh, don't forget to foam roll today. It's like she goes through all the muscles with you, and it's like part of the calendar. And I think if we didn't have that, we probably wouldn't be able to walk.
Yeah, ADA obsession was like that.
I wasn't as sore.
Rolling was amazing. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the foam rolling is a really good part.
I had never done it before, and like I didn't buy a foam roller in the beginning. I was just being, I don't know. I was like, I'm not going to need that, but you do need it, and it is life-changing. The exercises that she does to stretch you out, amazing. Specifically designed for running too. When you say like there were stretches that the way that she taught it, I would have never known or thought to do that before. And it really did help with my ankle injury. Like there were multiple days that I would go down, press the foam roll workout, and just work on my ankle.
Yeah, and somebody was just talking about the form. I had never really like learned how to run before, so she talks about like bringing your knees up and how your hands should be. So it was just really nice to have those form cues, like actually being taught how to run. And then I kind of like felt like a runner too. I was like, oh, I feel like a track star now. Like,
yeah,
it was fun.
That's so cool. Ilika just talked about the Couch to 5K app. I can't tell you guys how many times I downloaded that, like pre-Beachbody. I think my mom had it. We like all went through this phase where we're like Couch to 5K. And you're so right. Like because I think a lot of people like want to be a runner. Like I think there's like this inner part of us where we're like, I want to be able to do that, or I want to be able to go out and go as far as I want to go, right? Like, and a lot of people will set the goal of like a 5K or a marathon or a half marathon. Like that just is like that Everest. I mean, I think all of us, like both of you specifically said, this was way outside of my comfort zone, but I'm so glad I did it. And so to me, it's like there's two markets there. There's like, I failed on the Couch to 5K, or this is totally not something I would go do every day, or like this kind of freaks me out, but at the same time, like I love seeing how I could really like grow from this. And then there's this other side of it where like you can talk to people that run and show them this different side of it where you bring in weights and you like train and you have the intervals and an actual coach with you the whole time. So I feel like no matter what your story is with running or your target is with the people that you're going to be talking to, I think this is an opportunity for all of us to do something we've never done and in turn grow, like whether it's a program that involves running or a personal development book, like those kind of things are going to change your mind. I think you guys both touched on that a lot, that this mentally shifted you in a lot of ways. So I'm really excited about that. And Beachbody specifically, so if you guys didn't know this or hear Carl say this, or you haven't kind of done the math with the dates, this is launching at this time specifically because 5Ks are such a big deal around the holidays. So around Thanksgiving, like my family did it. Like I said, I went for the beer. But like that's a big thing around the holidays is like the 5K at Thanksgiving. So the goal of this is to take your people through this 30 days and everybody land on Thanksgiving or that holiday weekend, and you guys all go run your 5K and a turkey trot that day. And like, that would be incredible if you just think about it. Like, I mean, we bond with our challengers a lot, obviously in our bod groups and different things, but imagine like opening your phone that day and it just blowing up with like, I did my 5K, I ran my 5K. Like I got my mom to run a 5K with me. I got my son to run a 5K with me. I got my kid. Like I'm also thinking like family involved, like get the kids outside. Like Boston tries to go on runs with me, but I get tired. And now I'm gonna have Dallas in my mind, like dang it. So I'm also thinking about you can get families involved with this. Like there's just so many different things I feel like that we can do, but that's just like to me like big picture mindset. At the end of this 30 days, all of us can be running a 5K. All of our challengers can be running a 5K. You can get really creative with like prizes for them, rewards for them, different things like that too. Somebody asked, did you guys give her any feedback on the program, or was it more one way? And did she offer any kind of marketing tips for talking about the program?
It was definitely more people in the test group than I expected. Like you just hear test group and you kind of think like a small thing, but it was almost 1,000 people. But she did go live every Monday and would answer like questions that you had, and then there was chances to like comment on posts and stuff to like give them feedback of what we thought. And Amanda just wrote about the medal. They give you a little 5K medal when you finish.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's cool.
I feel like we may talk more marketing tips this time. I think she knew the whole time we were going to have a second round and we didn't. But what I do want to add something about this program though is that, you know, when you're chosen for a test group, B doesn't say, okay, well, she's kind of in shape. She's not at all. She's pregnant. Like they don't care where you're at fitness level. Like you did work in this time frame and this is your test group. And so don't get off this call thinking I cannot do this program, because I promise you, you can. Even if you get out there and you walk to her audios, you can do this program and you will get results from it. There were people, you know, like there were women 30 weeks pregnant. There were men who had lost 100 pounds first, but still had a ways to go on their journey. There were postpartum women, and you know, she was like, for pregnant and postpartum women, she would give us different stretches and she would talk to us about that. She was super, I think she was more transparent than I imagined her to be. Like when she would get on Zoom, her very first Zoom call with us, her daughter was crying at her office door and she just kept on rolling, waited for someone to come get her daughter because she was on Zoom, but we totally heard the real mom life, you know? But there was every single fitness level in there, and every single person who actually committed to it with a good mindset got results. I even fell off mindset wise midway through and came back to it and got results. So like my goal for round 2 is to not go there mentally. And then I'm not drinking this month and I'm committing more nutritionally. So just let it speak to the program that even if you fall off and you're not perfect, you'll probably still definitely get results. And then like I said, it doesn't have to just be 30 days. Like I know personally, I'm going to do 3 rounds. I'm going to treat it like a 90-day program. And so to see from, day 1 to day 91 will be insane, I feel like.
And for talking about the program, like on your social media or something, you could start polling your audience and kind of like throwing running in there a little bit. Like, oh, have you ever run a 5K? Or asking people, like, what kind of running shoes do you suggest I get? Like just sprinkling running in there a little bit.
Yes, great tips, because we will have the sample workout this coming Monday. So the sample workout is going to drop. I've already talked to, like Amanda said, I feel like I never was seeing people on stories running until now. And now as soon as I see somebody running, I'm like, hey, I've actually asked a couple girls like, hey, I noticed that you run, and my company and I are dropping this new like weights and running workout program in the next couple weeks. I'm going to get a sample for it. If you would want to like be one of the first people to test it out, I would love to shoot it your way. So that's just like a way that you can already start to like create a list for this. Definitely start telling your current customers about this. Definitely start telling, your people that you already talk to a lot, or the people that you already have invited a lot. That's just because it's something new, right? Like when we come out with these new programs, it's always a new thing to invite to. So like, duh, you're going to show back up in their inbox, right? Like you're going to go back to them, even if you've talked to them 5, 10, 20 times, like go back again, because you have something new and exciting to offer that I feel like I feel like this could definitely be a thing where like people pair up with friends too, or they pair up with like family and like they make that goal to do the 5K together, on whatever date that would be. I'm literally like, I want my entire family to do this, because when you said that, you could walk if you needed to. I'm like, Dad, you're screwed when you get here in 2 weeks. We're getting you set up. Like this is happening. So I'm just like picturing everybody doing the 5K. I'm getting really excited. I will admit, I was like, I don't know about this, but this call, like I'm really excited for something different. Any more questions? And then we'll wrap it up for the night.
I just wanted to say one other thing about the running. If you're going outside, there's an audio that you just listen to, and she tells you like when you've been halfway, if you need to turn around. But then if you're on a treadmill, it's a video that you watch. And she's in like the most beautiful places. They traveled all around to film, and she's just running by herself, but it's like gorgeous backgrounds. And even the strength training workout, she's like on a mountain on this little like platform they built her that's like 6 feet wide, and she's just doing all the lifting. So yeah, there's no cast, just watching. It's just her that you're watching, but the background is really pretty.
I kind of love that.
She wanted these like incredible views, and she wanted to treat it like this so that you could really truly break away with her in the workout. Like, and the way that the workouts are designed, like running, it just makes sense to have a cast. But having it be just her, I think was great. Like I couldn't imagine it being any different. And it is, I don't know, it's different, but definitely great the way they set it up. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people love that about like the Peloton or like the bikes, because you like have the scene, or you can like go biking up a mountain or like biking somewhere else, and you can just like pretend that you're there. So I think that was really smart of them to do it that way. All right, anybody else? I'm excited. So sample workout is Monday. Like Catherine gave you the tips, start polling, start talking to people about this. I will do a little like FAQ Zoom for you guys in the page later this week. That's going to show you how to like pull your lists off your coach office, like send the emails, like how to kind of like export things, start to get emails out and different things like that. But I would just start with the small little tidbits here and there, start looking for runners, start telling your friends and your family, and start getting excited yourself. All right, guys. And don't forget that, oh yeah, Jessica also just reminded us that in the team page, there are tons, if one of you guys want to maybe go comment on that and like pop it back up to the top, there are tons of transformations in there, and they're mind-blowing. So,
and it's in Spanish too, so that's another market you can speak to. Everything's recorded in English and in Spanish.
Maybe I'll try to learn Spanish during that. Apparently, Darren.
Like when you listen to her talk, it is magical. You'll probably want to learn Spanish.
Yeah, I love her voice.
I know. Oh, it's amazing. It's the perfect voice to run to. I'm telling you, there's nothing better.
Okay. All right. I'm here for it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm excited for this. Congratulations, girls, for the 30-day breakaway test group. I can't wait to see like the next success starters that get the next test group. Obviously, as you can see, it's a really cool experience. So, all right, we'll get the recording up and we'll see you guys